And I love, you must have like subconsciously implanted this red in me after, because I know you wore that on the ceremony, and I'm like, I didn't even think about that, and I put this on, and now we're like locked in Magdalene's. So let's start here, Glenda. What are some of the gifts that come to mind to you of Priestess I Am, or this journey that, we've been going through of deepening the priestess archetype over the past 3.5 months?
Hmm. Oh my goodness. There's just so much that I received from this. You know, so many little gifts and nuggets, and it's going to take me a while to process all of this. It's still like coming into my field and at different times and things that just come up. Um, you know, I I started this journey because of sister wounds and some to heal the witch wounds and that type of a thing, to be in a group with women and to help that. And um, community was one of the main things. But that was so enhanced and magnified with everybody that I went through, and that, and what I got, some of the nuggets, I'm trying to think back on them. Uh, yeah, there was just like bringing light language on online, which I'm really happy about. Um, being, just more being in presence with myself, and what what is possible, and the the, the magnification of that. I'm really trying to think of just certain ones that have has come in. I think one of my big ones was the Mary Magdalene activation. And when she came to me and she told me that I am not a victim from something that I had been carrying for 30 something years, and it was like, oh, F. Like, what? It blew my mind, and I got chills, and I was like, oh my God. And I'm getting emotional because I held on to that for so long, and it was like part of me, this big stone, like I had to carry it. And she's like, shoot, you don't, no, get rid of it. You don't need it. And that was so powerful and so freeing. And after that, it's like, oh, everything is lightened up because it's like, dang, I don't have to hold on to that crap, all those beliefs and that. So the mind shift with everything has just been like, whew, um, that was really profound. That one was really big, and just so many. Yeah, the I am, you know, presence, and really just deepening that and doing the affirmations, and that just changed everything. It's like put this protective layer around me, and it's like, oh, I'm not alone. I got my guides, my angels, and everybody here working on my team. It's like, I am, we got this. And so that brought on the manifestations, and it's just been, you know, just piling on top. And yeah, I just like, poof, I'm just blown away with everything. And, but does that cover it? Does that?
I love it. Let me ask you this. So you're talking about like deeper presence and letting go of so many things and feeling like, oh, it kind of felt like I'm the CEO of my spirit team. Like, here we go, like that leadership. Like with all of that, what's now possible, or what shifts have you noticed in your reality?
Oh, the shifts, like, um, I'm not taking on people's shit anymore. Like, I don't need to carry that either. Like, this is my life, and I get to choose what I want and how I want it. And it's like the divine uh the way like slate or paint, and I can paint it any way I want, you know. And what I've really gotten out of this is have fun. Just fucking have fun. I love it. And so I don't need to take on all these people's things. And it's just like shaking that off and being me, like speaking my voice and standing up, being in my sovereign. And, one of the biggest things, I guess, really that has helped me is like when I started saying and stepped into it, took that step into it, is I am a priestess. Bam. Like the universe opened up. Now it's like they were my guys and angels like, okay, this bitch is ready to go. Let's bring it, you know? And that it was big, one of the big things. And it's like, I will say that now before I'd be like, oh, I'm a priestess. And now it's like, no, bitch, I'm a priestess. This is me. And that that has helped so much. And so much just keeps coming in, and I'm just so grateful. And every day I wake up and it's like just yeah, I'm so glad to be here. Where a couple of years, I couldn't have said that. I had been in you know dark, deep dark soul stuff, and now it's like there's so much light in my life that it's just yeah, magic.
I'm just feeling so much liberation. I'm like, yes. So, what are some moments where you think like you realized, wow, I've been doing the work. Like it's paying off. Like this is me.
um at those I think for me, just have just doing, and then in that doing, also being, just letting myself be in it. When I was like doing my I am statements every morning, the energetic hygiene, some days it was like banging my drum and I'm like, yeah, I am. And then other days it's like, whoo, I am, and seeing that with the difference is like accepting myself in all of its glory and ugliness, just the whole thing. Like yeah. And so that has given me that, like, yeah, it is changing and it is shifting. I see how I speak with my family. And so one of the things I've learned is that sometimes using my voice is not saying anything, not doing anything. That's just as powerful as me talking and saying something to everybody, and then it's like, oh, so all of these nuggets are always constantly coming in, and I'm like in awe of like, oh, I don't have to do that. Cool. you know I can do that. Awesome. So it's just bringing it in and going with the flow for me.
Yay. Yum. That's what I feel like saying. So let me ask you, Glenda, what does the word priestess mean to you now? This
Mm-hmm.
version of you.
Okay. I struggled with that at the beginning. Like, what's a priestess? I don't know what if I could be a priestess. What is it? I didn't know. For me now, being a priestess is being myself as a sovereign being that uh, like because for me being who I am helps shine the light out to others. And I'm not here to preach, and it's not about preaching in that. It's like being and showing the way by my actions and sometimes words and that, but not having to prove something to anybody, and that, and standing in my truth is what I feel I'm a priestess as. And way sure, just helping others to see our divine divinity inside of each of us and how we are all connected, and because I have to say one of the things I don't care for, something I need to maybe work on, is that others speaking for me. For me, a priestess for me is like letting you be in your power and whatever you need, and not for me to interject and say what it is, but holding the space and being there for you to do, say, be whatever you need to be.
Sacred space holder, a frequency holder, a way shower of love. That's what I'm hearing and feeling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, how would you describe working with me?
Mm, I'm going to get emotional. um, as I said in the email, you're a die, ride or die soul sister. You know, for me, you have just helped open up a world of possibilities, the light, the the grace, and just I don't even have words to describe what it has been like. I just love you so so much, and it's such a kindred kindred spirit and soul that you know you just have it. You've helped me to see the possibilities, I guess, and with the light and that you shone on, shine on, shone on everything, and your vivaciousness and your energy, and it's like, "Ugh, I love that. I want that. I want to do it too." It's like I want to do her like her, but me. So, it's like you have your way and I have mine, and you've given me that that freedom and the confidence that I can do my way and my thing and all. And before I used to like see people and want to emulate them, and it's like I don't want to emulate you at all. I want you to be you and me to be me, and let's just jive. Let's just go.
Let's just rock on. I love your rock and roll spirit. Oh, thank you for sharing that. It's been so divine. I love you deeply. Oh, I just love you, love you, love you. Amazing. So, ah, I don't really think before we go into our activation, our mini light language activation, I'll just ask if there's anything else you'd like to speak into the space, and then we'll go into our activation.
Yeah. Mm. I'm. Mm, I just have so much love for you and respect, and for everything, as I've shared, that you've just helped me to really find my center. And um, one of the gifts of this whole thing was it gave me so many tools, because being in a mystery school, it's like go in and all that, and I'm like, what do I do? But you have just been a beacon and a light for me to be able to see that how I can do things in my own voice, and how um, it's like there's so much. There's so much out here and all, and it's unlimited in everything that that is. And I get to walk my path my way to help sisters and everybody, in that is what I take from you, is that free, beautiful spirit to just move on. I don't have that fear anymore. I used to be afraid to talk. I wanted to come on here just because it was fun. It sounded fun. know? Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Whereas before I'd overthink and that, and now I don't have to think that much and everything. And so, just from the bottom of my heart, I'm just so grateful, and I look so forward to our path moving forward because, girl, you're not out of my life.
I wouldn't have it any other way. And speaking of your voice, you're joining Ancient Remembrance, which is a journey all around light language and the voice. Can you share, like, why did you say yes to joining us in Ancient Remembrance? What are you looking forward to?
Oh, oh, wow. Um, that was one thing that you helped activated because when we did the light language, situation or ceremony, and it was like, oh, I've done that my whole life. I thought that was just normal. I didn't know what it was or anything. So that brought it up, and and so I thought, oh, I like this, and I want to do it. And when we had that one session where you did that with me because that scared me. I don't, there's certain people that you respect and admire so much, and so I guess it's just ingrained in me that, like, I want their approval. I think so. When we did that light language session, and that was I walked through a lot of fear on that
That was
one,
big.
but it was so powerful. And I thought, oh, and since then it's all coming. And oh my gosh, I had one of the things was the visions and things that I'm getting at night. Sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I want some sleep. Just just-
Like, close the cosmic door, please. I'm a human that needs rest. This animal body needs sleep.
exactly, exactly. And white buffalo woman came to me, and there were buffaloes coming down this hill, and they were just all over the place. And she was just speaking to me. She was illuminated, and she was speaking to me in light language. And I was like, oh, and I woke up, and now light language just starting to flow. And so it's like coming on mine and in a more freer way. So I'm really looking up to do this, to really bring it so I could do it in ceremonies or with different people or different things like that, just to help also to bring it out more so I'm more comfortable with using it. And so I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be yummy. It's like,
It's gonna be so yummy. I'm so excited because it's going to be where, like, our inner children get to totally come out. Like, it's going to be in such a frequency of joy and fun and play, which just helps us to, like, refine any skills so much faster, you know?
that was now I just one other thing is that when we were doing the light language and you were talking and I was talking back, it was so fun. That was one of the things that helped me. And it was like, I'd be like, I like, just going off on it. And I would be laughing. So much fun doing that when we did it back and forth in the one in the Priestess I Am. So that was one. Yeah. So I'm just, whoo, yeah.
Oh, there's more to come. There is more to come. More where that came from. All right, divine sister.
All right.
Ready for your mini activation?
Um,
I am too. All right, let's go ahead and float our eyes closed and breathe in and out and in and out. Hashtoro natare quiere. And one more deep breath. And following the exhale, whoo, shoo, 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 all the way into the ground. Miro sotoro natare quiere. And I'm really seeing all the Magdalene step forward. They're surrounding you. Mishtoro natare quiara. So just feel the beautiful Magdalens in the red that we're wearing, kuka, surrounding you. Mushtara. They're like not in front of you, like I'm in front of you, and then they're like a U shape around you on the sides and in the back is how I'm seeing it. So just taking a moment to let them breathe into you. And attune the air around you. They're like, we see you, my child. We're proud of you, my child. Remember, our child, that you're our sister. Miaro. And now I see them bringing a rose and like kissing it to your heart. Miostoro. And it's like your heart opens and drinks it in, and the rose like becomes a liquid that then just goes into your heart. Miro shokorina na kiakuka. So allowing this divine nectar to like slosh around in your heart. Mustere kunana. Hapea kiosorokoka. Nieroko, nieroko, nieroko mashotori ama. Would you like to sing together right now? Go ahead and sing or light language, whatever you'd like. Whatever this divine nectar that they're swishing around in your heart, let that move through your light language. Hiroko namayoneya, mayonewa newa, naya nayo. Glenda, are you frozen? Oh, yep, she's frozen. Okay. I'm like, we broke the internet.
Powerful bitches here.
Marvel bitches, unite! All right, so let's go back into there. Taking a nice deep breath. Coming back into the portal, rooting down into the central channel as the rose, welcoming back the Magdalena Miastorokosterikiere, and coming back to that gift of nectar in the heart. And now I'm seeing them kind of almost like paint that gift of nectar, that rose that was then liquefied, on the Alta Major as well. Miastorokone. I feel them like brushing it on the back of my neck. Mushtorokona it's like gateways of unconditional love, rose gates, like only frequencies that align with that may enter Mushtarakiye, because as you know, the Alta Major, we bring in spiritual light here. So it's just like this extra blessing and protection and filter for your Alta Major. Hey-o. And I'm going to be silent as you just receive from the Magdalens directly. Miro shotoroko no trikiya. Breathing deeply. Receiving from the Magdalens. So what they're saying is you're receiving your own Magdalene within. Mushtarakiya koha. So breathe your own Magdalene template into all of your cells from the interior. Imagine it like a stream of light within you, almost like around your spine, and then drinking it into all your extremities. Mushtara. In giving great thanks and a deep bow to the Sisterhood of the Magdalena and to your own sovereign throne of your divinity that's in your heart always. And taking a nice deep breath. And coming back to the space when you're ready. Hi. How was that for you?
Beautiful. Thank you. Receiving that. That's one thing. Learning how to really receive. To just take it on with no expectations, just allowing. I said everything always shows up later. We get up and I'm like, oh yeah, that's where it really, really happens is off screen, and it has time to really land. And uh, yeah, so I'm just wait to see what comes up.
Just bask in the frequency. That's the key, right? And then just like you said, it unfolds. It's like, oh, here's this epiphany. Here's this guidance. Here's this message. So I just want to thank you so dearly, dearly, Glenda, for everything, your heart, your soul, your beauty, your human, your hilarity. And thank you for coming on